Good morning, boys. I am going to teach you accountancy. Objectives of accountancy. First, you see objectives of accounting. Number one, maintaining accounting records. Yes, boys. First of all, you see objectives of accounting. Number one, maintaining accounting records. All the business transactions of financial nature are recorded in the books of account. It is recorded in journal or in subsidiary book. There are many subsidiary books such as cash book, number two, purchase day book, number three, sale day book, number four, purchase return book, next sales return book, bills receivable book, bills payable book, general account. As soon as any financial transaction takes place, that is immediately recorded in the books known as journal or subsidiary books. As I have stated, cash book. In cash book, only cash transactions are recorded. Credit transactions are not recorded. In purchase day book, only credit purchase of goods are recorded. In sales day book, only credit sale of goods are recorded. In this way, the books, subsidiary books, maintain a special type of transactions. One special type of transactions are recorded in respect to, as cash transactions are recorded only in cash book, credit purchase of goods are recorded only in purchase day book, credit sale of goods are recorded in sale day book. So first objective of accounting is maintaining accounting records. After that, or next point, next objective of accounting is determining profit or loss. The accounting is maintained to know the financial result of the business at the end of the accounting period. Generally, the accounting period is of 12 months or 1 year. As per the income tax authority, each and every business enterprises is required to follow financial year as accounting year, means 1st April to 31st March. Each and every businessman wants to know the financial result whether the business has earned profit or incurred loss. It can be ascertained by preparing statement income or trading and profit and loss. All the expenses are debited in trading account as well as in PL account, and revenues are divided in credit side of trading account and profit and loss. All the direct expenses are shown in debit side of trading account. All the indirect expenses are shown in the debit side of profit and loss. If the credit side is greater than debit side, the result is positive or you can say negative. On the other hand, if the debit side is greater than credit side, the result is called negative, means loss. So the second objective of accounting is to ascertain or to determine profit and loss. In order to find out profit or loss, a professional man prepare income statement, business enterprises prepare trading and profit and loss account, and in case of company, statement of profit and loss account is prepared to find out the result, financial result of the business enterprise. Number 3, determine financial position. Every business enterprise wants to find out the position of the business, wants to know the position of business. In order to know the position of business, a statement listing assets, liabilities, and owner's capital are shown. And after that, the businessman can know how much the business has to recover from creditors, how much the business has to pay to, how much the business has to recover, how much the business has to recover from debtors, how much the business has to pay to creditors, how much the business has to pay to the investors from whom the business enterprise had taken loan, how much the business has in form of cash, bank balance, stock, etc. So, in order to know the financial position, a statement is prepared. That statement is called balance sheet. Next, facilitating management. The next objective of accounting is to help the management. Management often requires accounting information for decision making, forecasting, and exercising control. Management takes the decision on the basis of facts and figures available in the books of account. That's why the books of account is properly and systematically divided by following certain rules, principles, conventions, etc. Next, communicating accounting information to users. The financial results, financial positions are communicated to users. Users may be of two types: internal users as well as external users. Internal users such as owner, management, employees. An owner is interested to have proper accounting information to judge whether the performance is upward or downward. Similarly, management is also interested to know the financial result as well as financial position, whether the health of the business is good or bad. Next, employee is also interested whether the futures are safe or not, because they also get bonus on the basis of the earning capacity of the business enterprise. That is called profitability. To follow our profit, because the bonus of implies depends upon the profit of the business. So employees are also interested and they are users of accounting. External users such as bank is also interested to collect the accounting information of the business enterprise. When the bank is going to grant the loan to business enterprise, bank examines the statement of profit and loss or trading and profit and loss account and balance. And bank also want to know the creditworthiness of the business enterprise. So bank is also interested. Similarly, researchers, public, government, creditors, customers, these are the external users. The next point, comparing progress. In order to compare the progress year to year, the accounting records or accounting is maintained systematically, properly, so that the businessman can compare the progress of the business year-wise or firm-wise. These are the 6 objectives of accounting. Next question. Branches of accounting. Branches of accounting. Basically, there are 3 branches. Number 1, financial accounting. Branches of accounting. There are 3 branches of accounting. Number 1, financial accounting. Number 2, cost accounting. Number 3, management accounting. First, financial. It is concerned with ascertaining profit earned or loss incurred. It also ascertains the financial position of the business enterprise. Number 2, cost accounting. Cost accounting is maintained by those enterprises which manufacture new product or produces. Because cost accounting, with the help of cost accounting, the cost of production can be determined. Cost of production can be ascertained. Similarly, per unit cost of production is ascertained. for the fixation of price per unit. For example, if 1000 units have been produced by spending rupees 10,000, 1000 units in order to produce 1000 units, total cost is 10,000. If you want to know the per unit cost of production, it means per unit cost of production, per unit cost is rupees 10. Is rupees 10. Means 10,000 is the cost. Total number of units is 1000. Then total cost will be divided by total number of units produced. Then the per unit cost rupees 10. But the business enterprise will not sell it at rupees 10 per unit, because our business enterprise will take some margin of profit plus margin of profit. Margin of profit will be added. Suppose the business enterprise takes rupees 2 per unit as a profit, then the selling price will be rupees 1. Therefore, we can say that cost accounting is more essential for those enterprises which are engaged in production of goods or services, in order to fix the price of the goods which is to be charged from the customers. Number 3, management accounting. Management accounting is most recently developed branch of accounting. It is concerned with generating information, accounting information for fund, cost, profit, and profit. So management accounting is interested in generating accounting information relating to fund, cost, profit. Management accounting is more helpful to the management for decision making, for controlling, and for deciding the price of the product, or to decide the future course of action. That's why management accounting is essential purely for management. Then after you see the next question. Accounting process. Accounting process. See the steps. Financial transaction, then recording, classifying, see the accounting process. First of all, the transactions are identified whether these transactions are financial in character or non-financial in character. Only financial transactions are recorded. Means only financial transactions are required by the committee. After judging the transaction, nature of transaction, financial or non-financial, then the transactions are recorded in the books, either in journal or subsidiary books, as I have told you, subsidiary books. So after that, the financial transactions are recorded in journal or subsidiary books. By following the certain rules, conventions, and principles. The process of recording transactions in the book is called recording. The recording may take place in journal. As soon as any financial transaction takes place, firstly it is recorded in journal by giving a brief description known as narration. It is maintained chronologically, date-wise, so that in future information can be ascertained as per requirements. Then the next step is classifying. Means posting in layer. Posting in layer. Posting in layer. After recording, similar transactions are grouped and placed in a particular account. And at the end of a certain period of time, the balances of each and every account is ascertained. Next, summarizing. In summarizing, we prepare trial balance. It is a statement. It is prepared to check the arithmetical accuracy of the books. After that, trading and profit and loss account is prepared and balance. In summarizing, we prepare trial balance to check the arithmetical accuracy of the books. Next, we prepare trading account in order to find out gross profit or gross loss. Next, we prepare profit and loss account to ascertain net profit or net loss. And one statement is prepared that is called balance sheet. Balance sheet is a statement. It is a list of assets, liabilities, and owner's capital. Next, analysis and interpretation. After determining the profit or loss and financial position, the informations are analyzed systematically or in a particular manner and placed before the interested persons. And the last step is communication. At last, the accounting information is presented before the users or interested parties, as users may be internal as well as external. The accounting information can be used by owner, management, employees, bank, researchers, public, government, customers, creditors, etc. So these are the accounting process or steps of accounting. Thank you, Voyage.